Good evening, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, I'm here late night again, trying to get it so that we can move into our little red house. And I'm doing all of those things which have been left behind, which don't really show nothing really extravagant, just painting in things like this which have been left. And we got everything cleared out, but I still have to do something on the doors, which Sunday today, so I took most of the day off today, went for a swim and took everybody to church, went to church. So today was a bit of a laid back day, but I couldn't resist coming in and doing some painting. And these are the areas. This is, as you can see, it doesn't take any description really, does it? There is a storage area under our daybed, which if you haven't been in on some of the other videos, this is a hangout place where we'll be doing, not too much of anything other than looking out the window, hanging out with a cold drink or a hot tea, as I said before. And eventually, of course, the tools will disappear, and actually what I've got planned is I want this black hole here, belongs to the cat at the moment. The cat has had kittens in this far box, and I don't know whether she's in there now. Actually, she is. Puss, there she is. Hello, baby. How are you? Oh, you can't see, I don't think. No, there's not enough light. But anyway, she's doing well with two kittens, so we're not going to disturb her just yet. But we want to get some cabinet work, some shelving, storage, nothing fancy out here, real utility, and we'll get that made up. And then we'll be able to empty all of this stuff. All of this stuff that's in these cupboards now, which are supposed to be, well, let's face it, it's supposed to be kitchen work. So we're not doing that at the moment. And tomorrow we're going to attend to this. Apparently Ryan, the electrician, is now in Tagbilaran at the hospital with his daughter. The man doesn't seem to be having a lot of good luck at the moment with that, so we're not going to trouble him. But this needs to be rerouted, so what I'm thinking is, rather than take it below all of this and then up there, might be just easier to take it off this plug, put it down. It can come down and down, and it can run along the top there or underneath. Don't mind it showing, didn't mind it there. And we'll run it around and then up into this plug. Leave that socket as it is, but just take that down, disconnect that so that there's no safety hazard, because this is where the cooker is going. Nothing fancy, by the way. It's a 2-burner countertop cooker. So what I'm planning on doing is, you'll be familiar with the kind of thing that I do if you've looked at the other videos of the house. I'll put another piece of ply, and I'll panel that up and do that, and then finish painting. Would be the way. So nothing greatly fancy, but it will dress those up a little. And I decided that we'd have doors there. Broached by way of subject by Beth. Oh, are we going to put doors on there? Well, now that you've mentioned it, yes, we are. So it's one of those things. I like to have a happy wife, so therefore she'll get her doors, and actually she does come up with good suggestions What you're looking at now, of course, is the staircase. I don't know why people, there's always somebody who doesn't get it, that this whole project is a work in progress. So, you know, no point in going along and looking at this and saying, don't you think it would be a good idea to put hinges on that? Yes, I do, and they will be, it will be done. So I've been going around painting edges, very boring stuff. Painting edges, painting backs of cabinets, as you can see there, look, down the edge, so that they're finished, and agonizing on what colour to do the stairs and whether to do the entire thing, whether to do the sides, whether... I decided that that was dark enough to make it more practical, as many people have wisely suggested the white staircase, which was only ever meant to be a stopgap. If you were in at the very beginning 4 or 5 months ago when we started this project and we got to a paintable situation, I said, just going to paint everything white, and that's what we did. We painted everything white, and then gradually I started to put little panels of colour in, and slowly does it, and finally this is the last piece of colour that I put in, this one. And I decided that on the couch, just in case I don't cover that in material, I decided to tone the white down a little and match it up with that panel there. That panel there, by the way, is similar to the kind of thing that I'll put on the kitchen cabinets. So that looks, I think that looks a little bit nicer. Still got some detail work to do. I keep putting it off because it's very painstaking doing these close edges, but I haven't done them. And as you can see, even where I've gone and messed up, I'll have to go over those and do the edges again. You really need to have a very sharp edge, and the way that I did the staircase was I went over it with sandpaper, sandpaper with a sharp edge, and I cut in all of those edges. All these edges here, look, I cut them in with the sandpaper so that they're not full of little bumps and knobbles that catch on the paintbrush when you're trying to pull along a nice seam of colour. So that's what we did there. I did. The upstairs is out of bounds because now I've gone and left everything up there, and I've left the light on up there, which I can't now turn off because I'm not going to go up the stairs, obviously, as it's all been painted. A recent painting was to do all of the trim up there, which I'm pleased with the effect of that. There's a little visitor up there, if you can see that. Let me see if I can zoom that in. Yep, there's a little lizard. If you're in the Philippines, you'll have these little guys. They don't do any harm. In fact, they actually catch the bugs. And there's quite a few of them, a few too many, I think, for me. So we may do something about getting rid of some of those. If you get a really big one, they can stay out of sight. They'll find places to stay out of sight. In this case, probably up there in the lowered ceiling, I would think. And they live up there, and they make quite a loud noise every so often. And every so often the cat will find one, and we have a wrestling match trying to get the cat to drop the... Sorry, I'm wrestling with a door handle. Yes, trying to get the cat to drop the lizard. and then if it's still alive, take it out and put it somewhere where it can live happily ever after, we hope. Okay, I actually sat in this and did a video the other night, and it really is quite comfortable. And my idea when I did this, a love seat, actually I thought that the TV, I didn't think of the TV as going there. I thought of the TV as going onto a platform there, onto a shelf, and that would be above this love seat, and I would be able to sit in my love seat and read. That's why there's this little socket. See, I have a socket there for a reading lamp, and my idea was I'd retreat into my love seat, which is very cozy, and read, and Beth could watch her programs, and I'd probably have earphones on. I'd be able to listen to my music. So that was my idea, and this is what I see from the love seat. I can pretty well see everything, but actually up in that window, that internal window into the bedroom, that's there so that we can look out onto the living room. And we're very happy with the fact that we kept a vaulted ceiling there like this, because it has really made quite a difference to the feel of the living room. The living room is actually, let me see, what would it be? It might be 12 by 12, but all of the furniture in it, everything in it, the love seat, well, it only has the love seat and the couch, both of which are fitted. And we had those cushions made up in Taliban. Worked out quite well, but they're very hard. They haven't been made up like a real furnishing cushion, which should be wrapped in a softer material around the foam. So they put the foam in as a base, kind of like this kind of thing, and then around it they put this a wrap, which is a very thick, almost like a comforter type of feel, and they put that around the shelf, around the cushion, and it softens all of the edges down and makes it much more comfortable then. So that's pretty well what I've been doing, and that's our update. We're Sunday, not much production going on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll be back in the swing, and we'll be getting even more of our final details sorted out. Have to get the little carpets that I have in mind for the staircase, so it doesn't get brutalized. I did go out for that lady. Don't have the phone with me right now, and so I'm stuck for the name of the lady that suggested that we should put shellac onto, well, shellac, I'm taking it that she's British, and we should put that onto the newly finished desk, because it really does look nice. And let me see, and I painted it all again. See, so even now it's already getting little bugs and stuff on it. So she was suggesting that the paint would soon get worn or chipped, which I accept that. It is semi-gloss paint. Should be a lot harder than that. But then I'll be writing on that, pressing down on a pencil or a pen. So therefore, I went out today and I got the lacquer. I got some clear lacquer, which I'll be putting on there. It will give it more of a sheen that it has now, which I don't particularly want, but will have to accept. So I'll be doing that. I'll also do the same for the work area on Beth's desk, which is here. and probably on the dining room table as well. Seems to make sense. I'll do it on here as well, as that will be seeing some traffic under the TV. Oh, we'll see what we'll see. Thanks for the suggestion, man. I really do listen. It might not seem so, but I do. So thanks for looking in, and I'll be back. Bye for now.